You will never understand when Germans speak. At least not if you are following the standard German learning approach, which is to learn vocabulary and grammar from books or from standard German learning courses to pass exams. Why that is and how you can learn to really understand native Germans is what you will get to learn now. I can understand very well that people focus on learning grammar and vocabulary from their books when learning German. वो आसान है, वो convenient है और वो अकेले अपने घर से कर सकते हैं. And it is what everyone else is also doing. Plus, this is the learning method we have been taught at school. I can understand this so well because I myself have done the same when learning Hindi, with similar bad results. But the problem is that if you learn vocabulary and you don't actually know how the word is really pronounced, you will learn some strange and incorrectly sounding version of the word. And then, if you meet a German and he actually pronounces the word correctly, you will not understand this because you only know the strangely sounding version of the word. A very simple example is the German word Zoo. उसका मतलब है चिड़ियाघर. And there is a second German word which is so. उसका मतलब है ऐसे. I hope you were able to hear the difference. In the first word, you really have to make the Z, ts, so like ts, ts, so. If you don't do this and you make it z, then the word will sound like the second word, so. Imagine your confusion if you're listening to a native German and you don't know this. If you have incorrectly learned the pronunciation so. And now imagine that you have learned all German vocabulary like that, the whole German language. Just assuming a similar pronunciation like in English, because we are using the same letters, right? In this situation, you will not be able to understand any native German who speaks at a normal speed. Because for you, this will just be a sequence of strangely sounding words one after the other. And then you are really lost. And this can, after some time, really become very frustrating, especially if you thought that your German level is quite high because you got a certification. So the root cause of not being able to understand native German speak is insufficient knowledge of the correct German pronunciation. So it's really, really important to get your German pronunciation right. And it's good to do this already at the beginning of your language learning because then you just don't have to fix it later. But it should actually be done at any level of your German learning, also if you're already an advanced learner with advanced grammar and vocabulary knowledge, because it is so essential. Once you know the correct German pronunciation, it will also become much more easy for you to understand native German speak. And this will have a very, very positive effect on your overall German level, on your learning speed, and if you are already living in Germany, on your success in life in general. So when is the best time to start concentrating on pronunciation? Number one, before you learn any more new German vocabulary. Because later you will have to relearn it again. And that's just a waste of time. And second, before you miss out on any more nice conversations with the Germans and nice opportunities. So the answer is right now. If you want to learn to understand native Germans better by learning about correct German pronunciation, then I can also help you. I have created a German pronunciation course, especially for Hindi speakers, because I've really seen people struggle with this, especially Indians who are already in Germany. All my students who have taken this course have directly seen a direct impact in their life, especially if they had situations with which they were always struggling, for example, in office or in their private life. They have really been able to improve these situations just by being able to communicate better, by being able to be understood better and also to understand better. Now, if you are in Germany, I'm very, very sure that your skills are very, very good, you know, in whatever technical field you are or medical field. So don't let this limitation, this lack of skill in, you know, pronouncing German correctly, in being understood and being able to understand, don't let that limit you in, you know, reaching your potential when it comes to career or promotions or also success in your projects or with patients. Don't let that limit you. So really take this topic serious. You can go to the video description, click on the link, check out the course. I'm really sure it will also help and benefit you a lot. And I'm going to see you next time. Stay blessed. Bye.